You're watching 18 News at 5:30.
The opinions and views expressed in Political Talk belong to its commentators and are not those of Nexstar Broadcasting Incorporated, this station, or their affiliates or employees.
Welcome to Political Talk with Tom Santulli and Dora Leland. The full weight of the impact of the coronavirus outbreak is being felt by most Americans. The World Health Organization declaring the rapidly spreading coronavirus outbreak a pandemic, and then just last night, the President of the United States addressing the nation. Dora, what did you have to think about? You had a chance to watch his speech?
I did.
Tell us a little bit about your reaction to the President's speech.
You know, I know that his intent was to calm the nation and inspire confidence and the ability of himself and his administration to handle the crisis. I don't think he pulled it off. How do we know this? The White House scrambled after his speech to clarify some of the mistakes that he made. One of them being the travel ban. In his speech, he said that there would be a 30-day ban on travel from the United States, from Europe to the United States, and this would include goods and cargo. Well, this set off a panic, you know, people trying to switch airplane tickets, getting back, fearing that they wouldn't be able to enter. The White House had to clarify that they meant only foreign nationals, that Americans would, of course, be able to travel back and forth, and it did not include goods. He also stated that he spoke with insurance companies saying that they would waive all copays on treatment of the coronavirus. And of course, they then weighed in and said, no, we meant we would waive copays on the testing of it. Now, that's a big difference. I know he rolled out some of his plans on dealing with the economic fallout because of this. And one of the things he is touting is a payroll tax cut. But the problem with this, I don't think Democrats are even going to entertain it. It really isn't going to help the elderly or people that are laid off from their jobs. It's only going to help people that are employed.
Let me get Tom's reaction to this. But what do you have to think about?
Well, you know, first of all, I'll start out by giving the president credit when he did the travel ban with China. You know, and was called a racist for that. And you know, my thought is, hey, this started in China. It was covered up in China. They never told us the truth about how serious it was. And now all of a sudden we want to make the Chinese heroes, you know, from some of the far left were out there saying today. Don't buy any of it. Listen, were there some faults in what he said last night? Absolutely. I saw Bernie Sanders listen to him when I was driving down here. You talk about scaring the heck out of people. Joe Biden did it today. Joe Biden did a speech and listen, the best advice, and I think that I'd love to give to everybody watching here, is that, you know, politics is politics. Even this has become politics, and it shouldn't be. People should be listening to the CDC. They should be listening to the medical community. That's how we're going to get through this. Government has a role, and it's to provide the services so they can do their work. But you know what? That's not where I'm going to get how my message is. I listen to the medical community. They're the experts.
That's a good point.
This is both parties, both sides.
I think that's the key right there. We were out of time, but you want a 10-second rebuttal to that?
I think the important thing to realize is that the importance right now is containing it, and I think the administration really has to focus on getting the testing out, and we have to be just as transparent as we demanded the Chinese to be.
All right, on that note, of course, we will continue with our coronavirus coverage here on 18 News and on Political Talk, mytwintiers.com. We'll be right back.